up at AMP-TV. We will introduce you to this year's homecoming court.
Plus, we will tell you about the new tardy procedures.
All this and more, AMP-TV starts now. Welcome to AMP-TV. I'm Maria Botello.
And I'm Mateo Perez. We will now send it to Mr. Engel and Mrs. Rodriguez for important updates.
Hey Raiders, Mr. Engel here along with
Ms. Rodriguez.
Awesome. We're so excited. We're off to a great start of the school year, but we want to go over some important things that are coming up in the next couple weeks to make sure you continue to be successful. I want to remind everyone that next Friday, the 22nd of September, is the end of the 6 weeks. Now, don't be a student who waits to the very end and goes up to the teacher and is like, oh, Miss, what can I do to get my grade up? What can I do? Look, bottom line is if you do regular school, you don't have to do all this extra school, whether that be Saturday recoveries or all those types of things. But as far as grades go, don't wait till the last minute to fix your zeros. Make sure you're on top of it. You're handling your business right now. Don't wait until Friday and run up to the teacher and go, what can I do? What can I do? Make sure you get your work turned in immediately. Keep that in mind as we start next semester. Don't fall behind. Don't procrastinate. Make sure you handle your business on top of things. Next week is a fun week for our school. It's homecoming week. We have our homecoming game the following Saturday. Want to remind anyone that if you're in any kind of physical altercation or anything that happens here at school, one of the first things that we will take away disciplinarian-wise is homecoming. Homecoming privileges. So that includes the game, which is on Saturday, and the dance Saturday night. So make sure you're doing that. Want to talk a little bit about IDs. We've had over 1,100 IDs made, so most of you have your ID. Want to remind you that you will need your ID to get into the game and into the homecoming dance, so make sure you have your ID. If you haven't gotten your ID made, remember there are makeup sessions during lunchtime, so you can get an ID made during lunchtime. The person to see with that is Mrs. Summer Cox. Make sure if you have any questions regarding your ID, you see her. Want to talk a little bit about tardies. I'll be honest, I understand that there's a late bus in the morning sometimes, that things are out of your control, but a lot of times tardies are in your control. So we're going to talk, I'm going to let Ms. Rodriguez talk about our new system that we'll be implementing. That's going to require you to be in class when the bell rings, not 1 minute after, not 2 minutes after. You need to be in class when the bell rings because instruction begins then. Guys, I'm going to be very honest. We need to make sure that our focus remains on instruction. That means we have to be focused on instruction from the start of class to the end of class. And if you're gone for a large portion of that or come late, we're not able to help you be as successful as we want you to be. So, Ms. Rodriguez, tell them a little bit about our new tardy policy and kind of how that's going to work.
So you've been hearing us discuss this in the hallways as we're moving you between transitions. You've been hearing us talk about it quite a bit. We have a new system that will take place on Monday, starting Monday, September the 18th, starting right at 8:15 on Monday morning. You're going to be required, if you are tardy to class, meaning right at the bell, not 1 minute after, not 2 minutes after, it's right at the bell. If you are tardy, you're going to have to find the nearest tardy station. Utilizing your ID or your student ID number, you will input that into the system, and the system will provide you a tardy receipt, a tardy pass. That's going to be required in order for you to get back into your classroom. Teachers will have their doors locked and closed, so you will not be able to go into that classroom without that tardy slip. We'll have several stations across campus. Find the nearest one. The expectation is that you're going to go immediately to that tardy station, enter your ID, print out a receipt, and go immediately to your classroom. Look carefully at that receipt because after several times of a tardy, I think the count is going to be 3, then you will be progressively addressed with discipline, which the first stage is going to be lunch detention. At that stage, lunch detention will be held within one of our classrooms in the 1200 hallway. We'll direct you in that direction, and you will have to serve lunch detention for a 30-minute block to start off. So there's going to be progressive consequences that come with tardies. Main point being, just be to class on time, not a minute late, not 30 seconds late, but right at the bell, you're expected to already be seated in that classroom ready for instruction to take place.
Well, and the reason we're doing the tardy calculators, guys, is this is going to allow us to track those people who are tardy to every class, tardy from lunch, And it's going to give us a real firm list of, you know what, when we contact parents, when we're dealing with whether or not we allow you to do makeup recovery for hours or stuff, we're going to look and say, you know what, this student, you know, they only have 1 or 2 tardies. They're really trying to do the right thing. Or this student, well, this student has tardies every day. And again, attendance recovery is a privilege. It's not mandated. Whether we allow you off-campus lunch, that's a privilege. That's not something that you're guaranteed to. And we're going to make sure that everyone gets food, but where you eat your food and what we allow you to do, you know, that may get taken away if you can't get to class on time. Again, teachers are not going to let you into the room. And I know some of you are going to be slick and you'll have some excuse. It doesn't matter. You must go to the tardy calculator and the station, get your pass, and then go to class. And so just understand we take tardies very seriously. It's something that I still see too many students in the hallway, both being late to class, and this brings up our next thing that we'll be implementing. Guys, I see some of you with, you know, 5 to 8 hall passes a day. Those days are coming to an end. You are going to, moving forward, we're going to have a digital, it's called an e-pass that you can utilize on your phone. You're going to get 5 minutes. We're going to walk you through how to utilize that, and your teachers will help you. But you're only going to be able to get 2 passes a day or 10 passes in a week. After that, you won't have an opportunity. The system itself won't allow you to get a pass. So I'm just letting you know ahead of time, as we move forward, you need to monitor, utilize your 5-minute transition time to go to the restroom. You have an hour for lunch. And then again, you'll get 2 passes during the day, but you know, some people use a pass, you know, every 30 minutes and just those days are done. Teachers, please monitor that. Reminder that we don't let kids out the first 10 or the last 10 of class. We really need to stick to that, and I need teachers to be firm on that. So again, lots of things happening, end of the semester or end of the 6 weeks, homecoming right around the corner, a new tardy policy, a new hallway policy that we're going to be implementing. And again, you know, we want you to be successful, but we need you to make sure that you're following the rules and doing the things we expect to be in class for the quality teaching that we know is taking place. So anything else?
No, just be on time, y'all, because we're serious about this system. And really, at the end of the day, it's just critical instructional time. At the end of the day, it's to benefit you. We want to provide you with the best quality instruction. Only way to do that is for you to be present and be available for your teachers.
Well, and just understand that this system, there's not going to be any way around this system. You're either going to be there, and it's going to be in black or white, whether you're there, and we're going to share that information with your family, with the graduation committee, with whoever we need to share it with. Coaches. About coaches, absolutely. We're going to share it with whoever we need to share it with so that you can understand, hey, here's where your kid, or here's where they're supposed to be, and here's where they actually are. There'll be no way of getting around that. So just understand, like to Ms. Rodriguez's point, your education is our first priority along with your safety, but we want to make sure that you're being where you're supposed to be each and every day. And remember, lunch, off-campus lunch is a privilege, not a right. Last thing, just again, reminder, if you're parking and driving to school, that's great, but you must park in the big parking lot on Welch. Parking anywhere else on campus can result in a sticker being put on your car or even having your car booted. So I want to make sure that you understand, make sure you're parked in the right spot. We have a huge parking lot. Make sure you're parked there. Look forward to a great homecoming week. I know our guys are excited about bringing home a win against OD White, and I know they're going to work hard at practice over the next week to do so. Let's root them on, let's cheer them on, but let's make sure we're cheering ourselves on by handling our grades and being in class. Until next time, go Raiders.
Hey Mateo, I am so excited about homecoming week, aren't you?
Yes, and everything starts this Sunday, September 17th.
That's right, hallway decorating is from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m.
On Monday, the 18th, dress as your favorite musical or romantic comedy character.
On Tuesday, dress as your favorite anime or cartoon character.
On Wednesday, dress up as your favorite hero or villain.
On Thursday, dress as your favorite action or adventure character.
Lastly, on Friday is Spirit Day. Wear your mums and garters and dress up by class color. Freshmen wear white, sophomores wear blue, juniors wear red, and seniors wear red, white, and blue.
This is going to be a great week.
I can't wait for Hero Day so I could dress up as Spider-Man.
Tickets for the dance will be sold at lunch Monday through Thursday. They are $10 if purchased before and $20 at the door. ID is needed for tickets and will be checked at the door.
Hey seniors, it is time to book your senior appointment. Scan the QR code on the screen to book your appointments. You will take these photos next Wednesday and Thursday, September 20th and 21st in the auditorium. You must sign up today.
Did you pass a class but lost credit due to attendance last spring semester?
The final Saturday school is this Saturday from 7:50 a.m. to 1 p.m. Please remember that attendance recovery is 1-to-1.
All you need to bring is a charged MacBook. If you have any questions, please email Ms. Jackson.
Hello everyone, this is Southwest High School varsity volleyball team. We are here to invite y'all to Southwest Pyramid Raider Night.
It is on next Tuesday. Freshman and JV starts at 6 and varsity play at 7.
Go Raiders!
Do you have a passion for theater? Do you like to act? There are auditions tomorrow to join the cast of Jubilee Theater's production of Bone Soup, a Kiwanis story. This is free 12-week after-school program that concludes with a performance at Jubilee Theater. Scan the QR code for more information.
Do you like to read and think critically about the text? The UIL Literacy Criticism Contest challenges students to acquire a thorough knowledge of literary history and of critical terms, and encourages development of abilities through critically thinking about literary text. UIL Lit Crit practice will be on Mondays, Thursdays after school in room 1110. Scan the QR code to join the Canvas course.
Come to the Pink Out Swing Meet. It will be Thursday, October 12th at 6 p.m. at Wilkerson. T-shirt orders will begin Monday and will end on October 2nd. See Coach McEwen if you have any questions. It is now time to introduce you to this year's homecoming court.
I'm Natalie Nahosa here with Teron Francis on the homecoming court. Tell us, what have you been involved in while at Southwest?
Well, I haven't really had the opportunity to be involved in as many things as I probably wanted to because with my barber career and stuff, but I've been involved in show choir, that's pretty fun, and early college.
And what is your favorite memory here at Southwest?
My favorite memory was probably last school year during homecoming when my brother went. It was just a good experience to be out there with them.
And what would make you a good homecoming king?
I feel like what would make me a good homecoming king is because I'm very social. Like, it's hard for people not to like me. I get along with anybody, any race. And I don't know, a crown look great on me, if I say so myself.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us. I'm Natalie Nahosa reporting for MTV.
I'm Dan DeVille here with Alexander Flowers on the homecoming court. Tell us, what have you been involved in while at Southwest?
So I've been in marching band for the past 4 years, and this year I'm drum major. I've been in jazz band, the Movement Club, which is a Jesus club. I've been in ECHS, Academy 4, and Student Council.
What's your favorite memory while at Southwest?
My favorite memory would definitely be the Jesus rally we had back in May. And I was one of the leaders that helped lead that, and it was just amazing and really eye-opening to just see people experience God. Some people, it was for their first time, so that was really important. And we were able to minister to about, I think, 200 students. And a lot of people experienced God for the first time, and we were able to like talk to them about God's love and who Jesus is. And that's something that I'll never forget, and I'll forever be grateful for that opportunity.
That's awesome. What would make you a great queen?
I believe I would be a good queen for our school because I can say I genuinely love the people here at our school, and I love uplifting people and supporting people and just being a leader in whatever way that may be. And since I'm in marching band and the Movement Club, it's given me a lot of opportunities to just meet new people and make new friends. And I would say I have a lot of school spirit, so I just want to see our school thrive in the best way it can.
That's good. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Reporting from MTV, I'm Daniel DeVilla.
I'm Matthew Plummer here with Carrick Gilbert on the homecoming court. So tell us, What have you been involved with since coming to Southwest High School?
I've been involved with the K-pop club, Rowdy Raiders, show choir, Just Say Yes, and student council.
What has been your best experience here at Southwest?
I'd say my best experience would be when I went on a trip with show choir to Nebraska. It was a real humbling experience overall.
What makes you want to be homecoming king?
I feel like what makes me want to be homecoming king is just like my positive energy and how friendly I am overall.
Reporting here on MTV, I'm Matthew Plummer.
I'm Yana Stumer here with Hawaii Gurin on the HOCO court. Tell us what you've been involved with your time here at Southwest.
Okay, so for my 4 years, I've been a part of cheer and the media program with Mr. Hadd and Miss McCready. And in the midst of that, I played basketball, played volleyball, I played soccer, junior, senior year, AMP. I've been in Just Say Yes, Academy 4, which are mentoring programs. So yeah.
Very nice. What's your favorite Southwest memory so far?
My favorite Southwest memory would have to be my sophomore year homecoming game. My little sister was on the cheer team with me, and my big sister, who's a Southwest alumni, who was a cheerleader and drum major at the time, she came back and was drum majoring the band, and my sister was cheering with me. So it was just a full circle moment, and it was very near and dear to my heart.
What would make you a good queen?
What would make me a good queen is my dedication to being involved at this school. I'm a cheerleader, I'm in show choir, so I am always at the school. I'm heavily involved, and Southwest is my heart. I'm big on school spirit. I love to show that I go to Southwest, and I truly believe it's the place to be, so I think that I embody what it is to be a homecoming queen.
Beautiful. Thank you for joining us. I'm Yana Stumer reporting for AMTV.
I'm Dan Davila here with Charles Lester in the homecoming court. Tell us, what have you been involved in at Southwest?
At Southwest, I've been involved in a lot of things such as marching band for the past 4 years, where I've been the drum major for 2 years. I've been in NHS for the past 2 years. I've been in student council for all 4 years of high school. I've been the president for our class, our senior class, for the past 3 years, hoping to get 4th year this year. I've been in Winter Guard for a year. I've been in tennis for the past 3 years, and I've been in NHS for all 4 years.
That's great. What's your favorite memory while at Southwest?
My favorite memory at Southwest has to be winning Mr. All-American in 2022. As a sophomore, it was a pretty big deal because usually seniors win that, and just having like everybody's support, it just meant a lot to me.
That's an amazing accomplishment. What would make you a good king?
What would make me a good king is that I genuinely care about the school spirit. I genuinely feel like our school has like a lot of people who want to like care for the school and like bring up the spirit of the school, and I try to be someone who can bring that out in people. Like I want to connect with people on a genuine level so that we can all like come together and make the school like the best school that it can be.
That's good. Thank you for joining us. Reporting from MTV, I'm Daniel Davila.
I'm Natalina Hosa here with Morgan Harris on the homecoming court. Tell us, what have you been involved in while at Southwest?
I have been involved in a lot of activities. I have been involved in show choir, show girls, cheerleading, swim, and softball.
And what is your favorite memory here at Southwest?
My favorite memory is just being in show choir. You meet a lot of new people and you create a lot of new bonds. And when you create new bonds, you create family. So it's just good around being around all that good energy with family.
And what would make you a good homecoming queen?
Well, what would make me a good homecoming queen is that I am confident, self-aware, I am warm-hearted and kind, and who wouldn't just want to make me queen, you know?
Well, thank you so much for joining us. I'm Natalina Hosa reporting for MTV. I'm Natalina Hosa here with Alvaro Resendiz on the homecoming court. Tell us, what have you been involved in while at Southwest?
Well, during my time here at Southwest, I've been involved in art, graphic design, theater, basically anything that has to do with creativity and using your imagination is something that I really like to put my foot forward in while I'm here at Southwest.
And what is your favorite memory at Southwest?
I would definitely have to say that my favorite memory was sophomore year during Ms. Constance's French class. And as a whole, her class really made me come out of my shell because if any of you know Ms. Constance, you know she's such an amazing human being who is so welcoming. She brings her energy into everything that she does, and she really made me feel as I was part of something bigger here at Southwest. So that's why she's one of my favorites and one of my favorite memories here.
And what makes you a good homecoming king?
Well, I feel like maybe when people look at me, they don't see the traditional homecoming king, you know? But my uniqueness and my differences are what makes me such a good candidate. And I also represent, I want to represent all the diversity that's here at Southwest. I mean, even when you walk around the halls and you see everybody, all the different people, how they all look, I feel like I can be a great candidate towards that.
Of course, that's lovely. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Natalie Hosa, reporting for AMTV.
Hello, I'm Boss Martinez, here with Natalie Patterson on the homecoming court. Natalie, tell me, what are you involved with here at Southwest?
So I'm involved with the marching band and band. I'm in the early college program for 3 years now, and I was in student council for 2 years. I was a student council officer for 1 year of those. And then lastly, I was a baseball manager.
That's really cool. Moving on, what's your favorite memory here at Southwest?
So my favorite memory is going to Lubbock. It's just a lot of fun when you're with the people you're always around and you go far distance. You just create a lot of memories with people.
And then finally, what sets you apart? Why should the voters vote for you for homecoming queen?
So when you're in student council, you're the people's voice, you're the students' voice. You set apart from everyone else. You know what they want to change about the school, and I feel like with the title queen, it just a lot more can probably get done with that.
Thank you so much for joining us. Reporting for AMTV, I'm Boss Martinez.
I'm Donovan Davis, here with Lawrence Taylor on the homecoming court. Tell us, what have you been involved in at Southwest?
I play football and basketball, and I run track.
Okay. What would your favorite memory be?
Definitely hitting the buzzer beater against Arlington Heights.
What would make you a good king?
My leadership qualities, my personality. I like the type of person I am, confidence. I feel like those are all like good qualities of a king.
Thank you so much for joining us. Reporting for AMTV, I'm Donovan Davis.
I'm Queen Tucker here with Rebecca Perales on the homecoming court. Tell us, what have you been involved in at Southwest?
I've been in soccer for my 4 years of high school. I'm in Rowdy Raiders. This is my second year in it, and I've been in yearbook for 1 year, and I'm in AMP right now.
What is your favorite memory at Southwest?
I like going to the football games and just enjoying myself and having fun with like the Rowdy Raiders, with the cheerleaders, with the football team.
What would make you a good homecoming queen?
What would make me a good homecoming queen is that I'm very outgoing. I like making friends.
Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Queen Tucker reporting for AMTV.
Be sure to follow Southwest /ISD on social media and subscribe to AMP Southwest on YouTube.
Thanks for watching.